What's going on, y'all? Uzar with the 36 months. 3 years. Holy crap, Uzar. Thank you so much. Anyway, here we go. So I didn't, like I said, I'm going to get I'm saving my first keep win for stream. But I'm going into it with a little different mentality. Now, part of it was my DPS is just awful. So I went and got a Monkey King last night to add a little bit more damage. Go a little more into Vitality as well. So it gives me, gives me some decent pet damage here. So not spectacular, but more than what I had before. So hopefully, I'm going to be able to get a W here in the keep. Additionally, I'm switching over to Blossoms and LTs. So I got some, I got a Blossom set put together now. And let's just hop on in and get right to it. No traps is harsh. We're going to do mix mode because why not? And let's get our wave 23 starts. If the build won't hold through the boss, then I'll probably have to do an earlier start, like a wave 20 or something, to give some time to upgrade. You know what? If I move this back a little bit further, we can get a buff beam on it. Let's go like right there. That snubs it over here a little bit, but not too bad. What's going on, Ohana? How you doing? No traps is a little harsh, Uzar. That is for sure. All right, let's go back to standard issue. Now, I've had, since my damage output is low on heroes and traps, I've decided that I'm going to just use one single target. So I got my Blossoms set up as special enemies. We're not going to build anything over here, so we don't have to worry about the Copter Ogres dropping. The Copter Ogres can drop and just sit here and do their thing, because Copter Ogres don't hit cores. So we can ignore that aspect of it. So we're going to go 3 Blossoms. We're going to aim 2 of them down that far lane over there, and then we're going to do 1 down that lane there. Let's get 2 upgrades on each one. We'll go 3 upgrades on a buff beam, and then additionally I set up LTs as my fodder clear. So we've got these guys set to fodder. It's supposed to be in the works, Ohana, but I don't have a date or any news on when. They haven't forgot about it. So it's definitely still going to be coming. Do the same thing, 3 buff beam upgrades, 2 LT upgrades. And then that's it. That's all we're going to do over here. Right. What do we want to do here? Once again, I can go inside and get the buff beam. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. And then we're just going to put... I was using a fused wall, but I switched over to the spike blockades. So we're still going to put a regular wall here just in case we get that short lane ogre. Oops. the deal with this core is you just got to be blocking the center a little bit. So if you look at it down the lane, your reflect beam has got to be covering the center of the core. Then we'll go... We'll put our root down there. We'll do the same kind of general setup with the blossoms. So I'm going to put 2 lined up to the right lane or right access point. What's going on there, Brontosaurus? Going good, man. Going good. Happy Father's Day, y'all. And then the third one, I'm going to line up. Actually, didn't put that over far enough. I'm going to line up on that far left spawn. So we still get the blanket coverage out here, but it will also hit enemies in that spawn. Going to do the same thing here. 2 upgrades on each blossom. Get our buff beam in. We want 3 ups on the buff beam. And then our 2 LTs. Hopefully it's gonna work. So basically we've got all the upgrades in that we're going to put on the outside, and we're going to focus everything else on the center. I did do a couple of attempts last night just to try out the build just getting to the boss. And this seemed to do pretty well. So I got 61 DU left. We're going to leave that as it is and then come on over this way. Playing some DDA, just got off work. Very nice, very nice. No gas traps is brutal, but I've got a potential solve for that. We're going to see how it works here. It's all about the boss now. I think getting through the waves won't be too terrible, but it's all going to be all about the boss. Let's see. Let's go... I think we go 4 blossoms here. We'll put 1 straight out. We'll put 1 that way. We'll put 1 that way. And we'll put another 1 straight out. And then now here, instead of going just with the LTs, I'm going to add in 1 harpoon pointing 2 directions. So we're going to get 1 harpoon there, and it's going to be covering the main entrance and then also the side lane, which it does have a little restricted coverage on the side lane there, but it still gets some shots in. Actually, I can move it over a little further. We can go something like that. Is that gonna... Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll get our 2 LTs in. And then here's the cheeky part. Since I don't have gas traps, that's a real problem, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. And I don't know how well this is gonna work. But I'm gonna try it at least. Let's get try to get double coverage here. A little sketchy on the coverage there, but and then we'll go 1 there, and we'll go 1. Actually, you know what? Or no, that's good. And we'll go 1 there. And then that's going to leave me 5. Actually, did I make that 2? No, that's 1. Looks like they're all 1. All right, so we got this proton electric shock which is a stun, which is not going to be near as good as a gas trap, but it is going to be something. So I'm going to put a 2DU proton right there, and then a 3DU here. And like I said, this may just be absolute garbage, but this is my thought on no gas traps. I don't have a second warden right now, Uzar, so I couldn't do sludges and beams. I could put down non-fusion sludges, but I wanted to, I didn't want to do that. So now we're going to put all of the upgrade mana into the front lane. Well, gas traps are far superior, Brontosaurus, without a doubt, but since I don't have access to gas traps right now, this is kind of, it's an effort at giving myself a little relief during the boss wave. And I don't feel like I'm strong enough to not pop bubbles. So I'm going to pop the portals. I think I'll be able to make it to the boss. It's just a matter of, am I going to be able to get through the boss before the build caves in? Now, when I farmed that Monkey King, I also found a better version. Remember, I was using a tier 1 overdrive for my buff beams. I found like a tier 3 or a tier 4 overdrive now, so that should make a difference too. I should have a lot more damage output, Of course, that particular rune is just so good. The higher versions of that are going to be just a very, very large difference. I don't even know if these... for the shocks, it's going to be all about the boss fight, because one thing when the boss is... I'm going to fight the boss, like, right here. Oh, shoot, I forgot my healing aura. All right, I'm going to have to make some changes here. I don't think I can survive without the healing aura with my current Squire setup. So I need to come up with 2 DU. Did I blow some DU somewhere? I kind of hope I accidentally blew some DU somewhere. That's 1, right? That's 1. These are all 1. I can make that proton 2 DU. So I can save 1 DU right there, but where is the next one going to come from? Please tell me this is 2. No, that is 1 DU as well. Alright, please tell me I screwed up on one of these and made them too big. No. What about this one? No. God dang it, man. Please be too big. No. And no. Well, we could swap one of these LTs out for a harpoon. Well, the wall is it's a must-have because it's an RNG element. If an ogre spawns from that lane and this wall's not here, the core's done. It's, literally there's no way around it. I don't have enough power to burn the ogre on this short lane. Let's see. It'd be an easy fix, and I could make those protons bigger if I just swapped one of the LTs somewhere for a harpoon. I'm thinking that's the thing to do. Let's drop a poon right here instead. Maybe. Come on now. Let's do that. That makes it an easy fix. I don't have to change anything else. And I can just do this. Assuming that will hold over there. Which, I mean, poons are really good. It's not like it's a bad defense, you know? Actually, I could do the same thing over here and free up 2 more DU. But I don't even know what I would use the 2 DU on, so I'm not going to mess with it. All right, we're going to dump everything right here. It's going to be all about getting through the boss. If I can get through the boss in a timely manner, it's going to be a win. There's a little more mana up here. Let's upgrade that. We'll upgrade this. I'll check my gear too before I go into 25. Where was that? Oh, it's over here and right there. Any tips for the Act 2 boss? Yeah, if you place defenses where they can't be destroyed, the boss actually doesn't do anything. He just will go to the middle and stand there. So you can actually AFK that boss if you just don't place defenses down in the middle where the boss can go and smack him. I think it's going to be a little smoother today, El. I went and got a Monkey King for my Squire, and I think that's going to be all the difference. But additionally, I was using a Tier 1 Overdrive shard or rune, and I've got like a Tier 3 or Tier 4 one now. So that is a big buff beam power gain. So hopefully, it's enough to make the difference here. It seems like it's running smoother. I mean, I've got no real sketch. See, the Copter Ogres are getting melted. The Act 2 boss is the Throne Room. The Goblin Mech. Blossoms, Teslas, and Harpoons. I got the targeting set for special enemies on Blossoms, fodder on the Tesla. And then I think the Harpoons are set to strong. Yeah, I got a video. Actually, there's several videos up on my YouTube channel on how to AFK that boss fight. I didn't pop any. Did I pop all the bubbles? I must have. Not seeing any. Well, that's the thing, is it makes it take longer. So, like, if you're on the hard grind for, like, that Protean Cannon gun, you're not going to want to AFK it, because the map just takes too long to run. But, like, if you're struggling to get your first win, that's a way to do it. If we get a win here, I'll go try it. I haven't done Throne Room yet, but I'll try it on Lycan King difficulty. if we can actually get a win here. Yeah, Act 2's the Goblin Mech. The inspiration for the Siege Roller from DD2. A lot of people never put that together, but that's where the Siege Roller idea came from. All right, we want to be on Squire. We got us a Monkey King. Check for more juice. It's going to be, can I get through the boss's health or not? That's 100% going to be what this is about. I mean, assuming I don't facepalm here during the wave, which, you know, that's always a possibility. Always a stout possibility. The old facepalmage. Let's get that at least. Actually, you know what? Let's take it all the way. Screw it. I'll grab any mana I can through the wave and get these, get final upgrades on those. I did want to check the gear, though. See, I got a trashy spinning steel. Did not get a replacement. Let me check that one on my monk. What, Ethereum? I think I like the one I have now. That one's got better stats on it, but actually, you know what? It does have way better stats on it. That chance to boost attack rate at 36% is quite nice, but those are a lot of stats, so let's go with the stat stick. All right. So no more possible upgrades. Get an upgrade on this so we get a little bit of value from the slow. If any mobs make it down this way. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of nervous, y'all. Y'all make me nervous. Am I going to be able to kill this damn guy? I mean, let's find out. Jump shot. Michael Jordan taught me that one, y'all. If only. This is the part when I laugh when people say that heroes move too slow. Like, I can't even control this guy. I think we got, yeah, I was going to say, I think we got another portal. Let's grab all the mana we can before my buff runs out. And we'll slam all this into the center. Like I said, it's 100% all about that boss, you know, because the problem is the towers are going to get distracted a little, so that just is going to give the mobs an opportunity to push in. Like, that's all I get. Hopefully that shock does something. Of course, a higher tiered version of that, and the time that they're shocked goes up. It's only a 25% chance, though. All right. Almost there. I don't even, if I keep saying if, when I get the keep win, I don't even know where I want to put the Arcanist piece. All right, we got another 2,500 to dump. And here we go. Boss time. Well, it's all about the Lycan King difficulty, Brontosaurus. But yeah, I'll definitely do the throne room if I can get a win here. Don't want to get smashed by these ogres that Zergan. Was that enough? That wasn't enough, was it? Nope. Dang it. That was enough. Get this ogre down first. All right, so we're going to fight him right here. I'm going to turn my buff off to give my mana back. And we will just wait. And then any ogres that push in while we're waiting. Ooh, we almost lost a ogre to the side lane there. Oh, come on, baby. Yeah, core under. Oh! Oh, so close. Let's see what it was. It was this side. Was it the short lane ogre? It was the short lane ogre. RNG, man. You see, that's why that spike blockade is required. We had a short lane ogre on that one. So RNG'd me. And not using a fused blockade there. I feel like I need the fused harpoon, though. So I don't want to change that, but maybe I'll throw an upgrade or two on it. Damn it, man. So close. He was birded. All right, well, back to the drawing board. I think that is going to be the build, though. Damn RNG, man. So brutal. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Well, that's a big stat upgrade, right? We'll take that. The mana drain over the chance to boost attack rate. I feel like the attack rate might be better. Let's see our old summoner, though. I'd love to have a huntress to be able to equip that. But and we want, we actually want Etherean Champion for the stat boost. Or no, it would be the other Etherean. There it is. Or yeah, it is Etherean Champion. So the deal with Etherean Champion on the summoner, as you see, increases the damage. We get no crit because we're not doing we get no damage either because we don't have a weapon. We get no crit because we're not melee, but what we do get is we get that set, that 30% set bonus. So like if you look, I got 244,000 health. Oops. If I use... Where the hell did it go? Oh, shit. I was looking at this. Wasn't looking at a book. Alright, so I can't change it anyway. Oh, well. Anyway, you get that stat boost if you can go with an Ethereum. Alright, bummer, man. Bummer. Let's do the same thing again. I feel like the build was decent. It's just a matter of that RNG element on the short lane, which, I mean, this map, you guys remember when this map launched. If you got that ogre, it was run over, you know? It was a very normal thing. Now people have gotten past that with all the fused gear and everything, but... Now, I could have always watched for that boss, or that ogre, and then ran over there and killed it real quick. Because you don't have to sit there and just slam on the boss, you know? Alright, that is getting buffed, so it's too close. No, it's not. Oh, shoot. God dang it. I just used up so much mana. I upgraded the wrong thing. I just did it again. Oh, my God. All right, well, this buff beam can't get any upgrades. I just dumped so much mana. In fact, that might just be a map restart. That was a major, major derp. I'm going to tough it out. I'm not going to be able to upgrade over here like I'd want to, though. Go ahead and slap one upgrade on that right now. It gives it an extra 100,000. That might not be enough to make a difference. I might need more upgrades on it. Oops, wrong character. Man, such a bummer. He was burning so good. Now, of course, I struggled to get his shield broke, too. So if I wouldn't have struggled with getting his shield busted at the very start, that would have been a big difference, too. In fact, we may have actually had time to get him burned if I wouldn't have struggled with getting his shield broken. Just go 2 upgrades on those. Yeah, this is the Korean verse. Which I guess it's harder than just getting a VPN. Damn it, I just did it again. Son of a bitch, man. I am upgrading all the wrong things. I had a stove account from Arknights. So I already had an existing stove account, but people that are wanting to try out DDA right now, it's not as easy as just using a VPN. Because they now require a Korean phone number to activate your stove account. Like I said, my stove account was already active. So I didn't have that issue, so I'm able to just VPN right in. But other people are having a hard time getting it activated. Lost Ark for the win. Thanks, Lost Ark. It's such a damn bummer. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I mean, right now my initiate is just straight up a tower booster, and that's all I ever do with it. So it'll be an opportunity to maybe play the initiate a little differently or add a little more viability in those tower boosting situations. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I think it will be something beneficial, for the initiate. DD2 is way easier than DDA. They're Brontosaurus. There is not any content in DD2 that you sit here and struggle with like this to get your first win. It's like not even remotely in the same ballpark. This is more like DD1, where you're gonna have to practice maps. You're not just gonna get, the free win. That's what I'm gonna do, L, is just use oh shit, wrong. Just use hero damage with your regular booster set. The problem I have right now is my initiate is completely set up for survivability. So like I got no hero damage mods or anything on her. Well, Chaos 2 is easy peasy if you follow the general strategy. Nope, that's the wrong defense. Need this to be 2. And then 3 here. Any mod or Uzar, you're here. Can you ban that bot? Man, bunch of bots. They come in force. Uzar loves hitting that ban button. So it's all good. I'm wondering if I should, since I'm going to dump all the mana in the middle anyway, maybe I should do something here. All right, I at least got my upgrades a little bit more in order over there. What's going on there, Mega? How you doing? We'll go 1 there and 1 there. All right, take 2. Let's see how many tries this is going to take here today. I think I'm going to full up that wall over there. Come on, Pop, damn it. We got 1 gen. Looks like he's dead. Now, if I can get the boss's shield to pop faster... Well, that's the thing. Do you reflect the wall or do you just add in a second wall and put one at the top of the stairs? Actually, if you swapped one of those over for a harpoon, I mean, I'm just, like I said, it's an RNG element, so I'm going to just see how it goes. Maybe I'll, at some point, RNG's got to be nice to me, right? Is that how RNG works? It's going to be nice to you? Or is that not reality? I think if I wouldn't have got that short lane ogre, last run would have been a win. You used to do that in DD2 for several reasons. 7 Days to Die, you used to put the spike traps upside down so that they were pointed into the ground. They actually removed that type of spike trap from the game and they used to have two different kinds of spike traps. You used to use the ones that were like a cone, and then instead of the point pointing upward where the mobs would step on it, you would point it downward, and it made the mobs, it still had the mobs, take the damage. But then they wouldn't get destroyed. Not for long, Uzar, not for long. The Defender Pass is 100% worth it if you got the gems. Don't buy it now, though. A new one comes out in 2 days. Get it then, because you won't have time to complete it. But you get your gems back. So as long as you have 1,500 gems on your account and you don't spend them on anything else but the Defender Pass, you'll always be able to get the Defender Pass. And then as long as you're completing it, you'll get all your gems back. Yeah, like El said, just don't buy it now. Do yourself a favor and don't get the current one. The EV, most people would say there, Brontosaurus. Either the EV or the Mercenary, in my opinion. I mean, I think the EV brings more overall utility to DD2. But the Mercenary is quite the beast as well. All right, wave 24. Oh, you know what? I bet I'm not going to get an Etherean Marksman drop because I don't have a Huntress or a Rogue. As far as the books go. Even though the Huntress and Rogue don't use the books, I think it might add that role potentially. Or I'm not sure if it works that way. The one I want is Etherean Marksman though. I think we are gonna. You know what else might help is if I threw Enrage Aura over here. Let's just see. Let's see what happens. I mean, if I lose again to the short lane ogre, then I'm gonna have to do something. Yeah, the build itself seems decent. Definitely seems decent. I mean, it's the standard issue spammer, you know? The Dryad is really good. It's just not the first hero you should get. Reflect beams in DD2 changed the game. Without reflect beams, you're going to have to use apprentice walls to progress. See, and then the skellies, of course, don't damage the core either, so those don't matter. Just follow the guides I have put out there, Big Brontosaurus. Don't use traps, R's, or nodes. Use tower-type defenses, and Chaos 2 is just all about repairing the wall. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way out. Double check again. Oh shit, look at that. Ethereum Marksman. Actually got it. Oops, wrong hero. What's going on, Corporal? How you doing? DDA has a very, very, very small community, Nathan. But there's also, we're expecting an update soon-ish to DDA. So that, it's a cross-save update. And that should, without a doubt, bring in some more players. All right, let's dump it all in the mid. And here we go. Boss wave, take 2. Where the hell is it? Is it back here? No? Oh, there it was. What was that? Oh, shit. No, it's right in the mid. All right, let's grab all the mana that we can. Double check this wall. Wall looks good. Need 700 to get that up. So I'm sure I've got it out here. There it is. Let's get another upgrade on this heal here. All right. Now let's get through. If we can break the boss's shield quicker, that's going to give me more time before the build caves in. So let's be ready to go here. Oh shit, I just turned my shield off. Or my boost off. God dang it. I just screwed my whole get it done quicker strat. Is that it? That's it. Oh, and core under attack. God damn it. We're losing stuff up top. We lost a bunch of stuff already. It's over. There's a copter. Yeah. God damn it, man. Yeah, lost the root and then, well, lost a bunch of stuff over there. Actually, it only looks like I lost one blossom. Dang it, man. Back to wave 1. Yeah, I can put that root somewhere a little bit safer. All right, let's not derp the upgrades this time. That's getting buffed. I feel like it's too far over here now. Am I going to be able to even get the harpoon up here? Yeah. Yep. Might actually have a sneak peek video going tomorrow morning. I still need to get permission and everything and access with the showing some of the initiates changes actual in-game. But yeah, I mean, anytime there's anything new for any Dungeon Defenders game, I'll be covering it on my channel. Just a definite gonna happen. All right, so we lost a root that time. Make sure it's not sticking through the wall. It's not sticking through the wall. Or no, we wanted to go to... Shit. What's going on there, Tormentors? How you doing? I almost feel like I'm missing something. Did I have this much DU left before? I guess I did. All right. Let's try this again. Saying pre-patch Warden at this point is, I mean, it's been literal years. There was several patches since the original Warden launch, but yeah, I remember the original Warden. The only real major change she had is Wisps getting nerfed, but Wisps were bugged beyond belief at launch. They had really strange scaling going on, which made them hit just incredibly hard. All right, let's get this bad boy upgraded again. Gonna take it to the roof. And then dump everything else in the mid. And once again, just still didn't get the boss cracked fast enough. I need to be able to get the boss cracked. Get that shield popped. I mean, it's like what? It's like 10 seconds plus that I'm losing there by not popping the shield right away. I mean, that will come with upgrades. Well, I mean, everything in DD2 is easy. The siege rollers just can be irritating. Nothing difficult about any of it. DD2 is a different. It's to appeal to a different player base. It's a casual grinder. The more time you put, the better, the stronger you'll be. There's no skill level or nothing required other than mastery. Nothing else requires practice or anything like that. It's just, do you have the grind in or do you not have the grind in? Ooh. Ooh, that was a little close. Supreme gear is rare drops in the toughest difficulty. You can get stuff earlier than that, but basically you want to be doing Dune Eater, bonus difficulty mix modes. Massacre Hardcore, of course. Rifted. And the Supreme gear is still rare. But remember, it's not about the tier of the gear. It's about the rolls on the gear. Where, like, a good godly piece with proper rolls and high rolls is better than a poorly rolled Supreme piece, you know? I'll probably never get to Supreme gear on this particular playthrough. It's just not needed to clear all the content. And I'm not going to, you know, this being like an alt type just playthrough experience. After I beat Dune Eater, I'll be done with this one. So I'm going to grind as much as required to beat Dune Eater, and that's it. I think I'm going to make a rogue for the Dune Eater fight. Nice, grats. Yeah, the build all the way up into the boss just seems fine, you know? It's just that boss wave that's getting me. Boy, gas traps would just change my experience here, though. That's for sure. All right. We'll just dump over here again. But I need, let's go at least one more up there. And let's get it. If I can actually get the win, I think my first stop should be maybe the throne room. Ooh. Or no, it's legendary. I thought it was transcendent at first. Just check this wall. Looks good so far anyway. Or I might have to go with the OG strat. Like the OG smart play to do is before you engage the boss, kill the first round of ogres. So you just look on the map where the ogres spawn and go zerg the ogres real quick. And then focus on the boss afterwards. I have indeed. The Borderlands franchise is one of my favorite ever game universes. Absolutely love it. I actually have a Hyperion tattoo on my left leg. Big Borderlands fan. That universe is just incredibly awesome. Just a wonderful creation. All right, we got 3,500. Any other? There's a little man of land still. Favorite is Gage. I'm not even sure who my favorite would be. As far as playable characters. It's only for the boss wave, Uzar. On the boss wave, the trash mobs really push in here and here. With the defenses being sidetracked. Well, my favorite Borderlands NPC is without a doubt Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina thematically is just the most awesome thing ever. All right, come on, boss. Let me crack your shield right away. Let's just get this going here. Not enough damage yet. There it is. Oh shit, that wasn't enough either. Where the hell's the boss? There he is. There we go. See, it still took forever for me to crack the shield. Turn the buff off and get our mana back. We got a copter ogre going in there getting uppity. He's not burning. Oh shit, look at what's pushing through here. Man, let me get back over into the heals here. Shit. God damn it, man. This is so freaking frustrating. Was it over here again? No. This time it was over here. Or no, it was the main core. I didn't see what it was, so I'm not sure. Once again, it's another... If I could have cracked the shield right away... Maybe I'd split some of my points. Try to get a little bit more damage in up front. What does that put my health at? 829. What if I get rid of all of it? 624. I do have my weapon upgraded all the way, right? Yep. Yeah, it's been something different every time. That time I don't know what got me. I think you might be right on these protons. The problem is I got a low tier, super low tier rune there. But one thing I do know for certain, and that is if I don't do something, I will lose the boss wave every time from all the mobs pushing in. Is the answer an Enrager up in the front here? The problem with an Enrager in the front is it's going to create a big-ass roadblock here and make it super difficult to get in and out to the boss and back. What about instead of using those, adding in a second harpoon here? Maybe we try that out. I'm still going to point the harpoon in the same direction, but maybe a second harpoon would give me a little bit more clear there. You know, I say this is all crazy frustrating, but this is the draw of DDA and DD1. Is struggling to try to get the wins, you know? It's one aspect that is sorely missing from DD2. DD2 would be so much better if there was some kind of content like this, where it's not just mind-numbing doll, you can't lose because you just replay from wave and eventually you get the win. But there's nothing like DD1 has it too. Like getting your first poly win in DD2 without getting carried is a big deal, you know? True boss rush, I don't even have unlocked yet. That's my next main milestone for DD1. But DD2, anything there's the negative side about DD2 is anytime there's something new, you load into the game, you beat it, and you're done. You know? It doesn't have that trial and error. It doesn't have... Shoot, that's getting buffed somehow. How on earth is that getting buffed? It's so far out. There, now it's not. A little bit of wasted mana there, but not too bad. You beat C10 with 0 of 10 C8 relics. It's a different game, you know? It's not... It's a free-to-play game that's casual, that's designed to appeal to as many people as possible. That doesn't make it a bad thing. Obviously, it's an awesome game. It's super fun to play, and it's more a game of collecting than like any sort of real strategic challenge, though. But like I said, don't get me wrong, that doesn't make it bad. It just makes it different. I mean, shit, I've got so many thousands of hours into the game now. Into DD2. Wildly addicting game. Yeah, I mean, that's just huge, you know? You get that many hours in literally any game, you're getting just incredible value out of the game, you know? I mean, shit, any game really that you get 1,000 hours in, more than 1,000 hours in, really says something about the game. $2,000 of it is probably AFK survival. Damn. I mean, that's just the way with all the big hours. You know, you look at people that have 15,000, 18,000 hours in the game. Literally 10,000 and 12,000 of those hours is AFK in town trying to sell things, you know? Yep, 5 more days. I am very much looking forward to it. First playthrough will be without integration, though. I want to experience the changes to the game without having integration change my experience too much. I know you won't be happy to hear that, Uzar. Day one, I'm not going to let you kill me. "7 Days to Die." It's 1.0 launch version, goes into experimental testing in 5 days. There's a live streamer weekend for it. And I finally didn't snooze. Like every game, I end up, you know, obviously besides Dungeon Defenders games, because I stalk the shit out of them, but every other game out there that I try to get on their content creator or partner team, I end up signing up too late. Literally every game. But 7 Days to Die, I did not. I got in. All right, so we do that. And then we go no protons this time. And see if that is enough to clear those 2 lanes. Got a harpoon sticking his butt out there. Hopefully it aggroes to the core or one of these first. I still got DU left over. What did I forget? Oh, I never put a buff beam up there. And then I got 1 DU left over after the healing R is down. How is that? I forgot. Rung defense. I forgot something. Reflect beam here? Yeah, no reflect beam here. All right. If I fail again, then I just don't have enough power and I need to do something. And I think the biggest impact right now would be if I could get, let's see what tier my... Okay, I'm at a rank 4 overdrive now. Even getting that to a rank 5, or, you know, obviously a rank 6 would be huge. But even getting that to a rank 5 would be a pretty nice damage buff. I think it would end up being like a 20%, 25% damage buff. Just for that one rune going up 1 tier. That's kind of big, you know? All right, where was it? Oh, it was right here. I ran right past it. You know what? I think I need to change those harpoons over to strong too, or double check and make sure they're on strong. And let's see too if this lets me crack the ogre's shield any quicker, or the boss's shield. If I can crack the boss's shield faster, it's going to be significant. I mean, right now I'm spending what, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, just getting the boss, his initial shield cracked. The thing too is if I can't get it done and I want to get a better overdrive rune, the place to do that is in Endless Spires, and I can also farm a better Monkey King at the same time. So I'll get more hero damage and more tower damage out of just that one farm. Oh yeah, they getting it. They definitely getting it. You know, if I change a harpoon to strong, then I feel like I want a harpoon over here too, instead of one of those LTs, which would free up 2 more DU. I don't think there's anything I could do with 2 DU other than, like, I could go with a wall at the top of the stair here and then give it a reflect beam, which would be pretty huge. Just to buy time on that RNG ogre. An Arcanist helmet would make a big difference too. If I got a usable Arcanist helmet for my Squire, I could still have fused harpoons, but then also have a fused wall. And that will make it so I don't have to dump so much mana into that one wall. See if we got anything up top. A little taste. All right, wave 24, here we go. I hope so, Mig. I hope so. We will find out here. We'll find out here shortly. That's for damn sure. Oh, you know what? I did check. I checked the cheesery last night, too. And they changed it so you can't cheese the boss anymore. Like before, you would run over and you would trigger this trap instead of the one up there. And then you could run down the lane. And the boss would get confused because there'd be no player in range of the trap. And you could just sit there and shoot at him from like here. They made it so that if there's no player in range, the boss auto-targets the core. So he just goes right to the core and one-taps it. Instead of sitting there derping out. Which, you know, a pretty smart change, really. I think overall. Now I question, though, with that extra harpoon in the middle, do I actually need to dump so many upgrades in the middle? Probably do. I probably still need all those upgrades there. Oh, yeah. I actually got a decent night's sleep last night. I slept like a solid 6 hours. I was in bad shape this morning when I woke up, though. After only sleeping like 3 hours a night for like 5 days in a row. And then dropping in a solid 6. I had a real struggle waking up. I had my first quadruple espresso down like within 20 minutes of waking up. Instantly went for another. Too tired? More espresso, please. Eventually, you'll hit that nice caffeine saturation level, and you feel pretty damn good. Well, I mean, I would love to get 8-10 hours of sleep one day. I normally do that like once a month. Like once a month, I'll just get myself all caught up and just go unconscious. All right, let's check those harpoons. They're on air. Let's put those on strong. I wish I could do just tea, Mig, but sadly, the only tea that gets the job done for me is those super high caffeine teas. And they're just expensive and they taste bad. The ones that taste good are very, very expensive. I tell you what will be nice, though, after getting this playthrough, it'll be nice popping onto my main account and feeling like a superhero. Because, like, everything is going to feel so easy. Why am I not generating any mana here? All right, now I got a bug. And look, I got no mana regen. What is going on? Hopefully it resets when the boss fight comes. If not, I'm screwed. It looks like it's spamming heal. Like my X button is stuck on or something. Let me look and make sure I don't have any Logitech stuff going on here. Logitech was actually open. But look at the X button. It's like my X button is stuck on or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. But I mean, I'm not going to be able to kill the boss without any mana. God dang it, man. What the fuck? Always something. I can't pop my boost. Now, maybe it will reset when the wave ends and it goes to the boss wave. If you're not in Massacre yet, then just ignore it and focus on getting to Massacre, Nate. If you are in Massacre, Dune Eater, then you just want to go through and target farm your gear. Like, pick your weakest piece of gear and go to the map that piece of gear drops and just target farm the gear. Yeah, see, it didn't reset. I can't do a hero swap. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, there's no chance I can kill the boss without any mana. I might have to restart the game. God dang it, man. This is so damn frustrating. When you lose because you lost is one thing. Looks like the cores are getting wrecked anyway. Let's see what it is. It was that far core. God, this is so irritating. Look how much time I got here, and I can't get through the boss. I mean, there's just no chance without my buff that I'm going to be able to get enough damage in to ever crack his shield. Why does the game hate me like this? I mean, this would have been a win. This is enough time where it would have been over. Now they're on the core. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I mean, that was so much time, right? Wow. Let's see if it fixes it when I load into the map. I might have to restart the game. Looks like reloading into the map fixed it. That was 100% a win. That was so much time. Well, I mean, it's a Dungeon Defenders game. I'll quit crying now and just play. Sadly, that is just a reality amongst Dungeon Defenders games. I don't have a rogue leveled at. Remember, this is a brand new account. I don't have access to all the things. I haven't even made a rogue yet. But the Squire is so much more DPS than the rogue anyway. So, I mean, I'm using the most powerful build, you know? Make sure that's not getting buffed. It's not. The Squire is one of the highest DPS characters in the game, yeah. I mean, obviously, you got to have the spinning steel set to really make it shine. But yeah, it's ridiculous. The Squire is absolutely ridiculous. Well, I'm not going to change the build unless... I mean, I feel pretty good about where it's standing right now. Unless, I continue to get core breaks that are build-related and not bug-related. Or RNG-related, for that matter. I mean, I could put another wall right here, but the thing with the wall up here is it's going to slow this lane down a little bit. Because all the range mobs are going to stop and shoot at it. I mean, that might be a good thing, though. Let's try it one more time like this, though. Oh, yeah. The spiders in DD1 are the real deal. That is for sure. All right. Back to the drawing board number 742. God, that stinks so bad. It was going so good. Yep, it's very good. All right, here we go. I think I mentioned it to you yesterday. If you look up DDA tower tier list, there is a tier list video on my channel that was assembled by like 100 players in the community. Oh shit. God damn it. Fucking bitch, man. Alright, I need to go pee. Give me a minute, y'all. I mean, I caused that one myself. I was standing on my stupid towers with an ogre throwing kobolds. So, give me a minute here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. All right. Let's try this again. Oh, I believe twos are. You know, there's people out there that also believe the Earth is flat. So I appreciate the words of encouragement, but you know, all right, it's not getting buffed. I think if this one fails, I'm just gonna go try to farm a better rune and Monkey Kings. I mean, a lot of this, you know, last one I think would have been a win. It's always easy to say that though. But I do think if I was able to crack the boss's shield faster, it would be a pretty big deal. And the Monkey King I got right now is just not really glorious, you know? Yeah, it was a ton of time on that last one. That sucks there, Winnow. You know, the shitty part is if I wouldn't have tried to skip all the content, and instead of spending a day and a half grinding the keep, trying to get a win, and just, if I would have just went through and did some Ancient Dragon survival waves, bonus difficulty waves, this would probably be so much of an easier experience. But, you know. Yeah, and then the Huntress is a big struggle here as well, of course. Huntress issue. All right. I feel like I got more. Oh, I never buff beamed. I was gonna say, I feel like I got more DU than I normally have. That seems about right. Yeah, it's the hindsight thing, you know. Looking back at it, if I would have thought in my head, oh, you're going to struggle with this for 2 days and just would have farmed the gear, I mean, I'd be so much stronger right now, you know? But that's half the fun, too. The maddening addiction of trying to complete the content. Oh yeah, I'm very committed now. I do think that a better overdrive rune and a better Monkey King would make a big difference. But I'm ready to fail this a few more times before I break down and accept reality. I'm wondering too if I should be placing these a little differently. Like, instead of doing it like that, doing it like this. I think I'd still be able to get a 3D buff beam on it, but then the reflect beam coverage will be a little better. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm nowhere near it. So that's not going to work. The footprint is just too big on them. Let's put this one back over this way so we get... The trials and tribulations of gaming addiction. Ooh, I almost did it again. Walked the kobold right over into the traps. I gotta watch that. There's no real best in DD2 on it's all about shards and mods. You put the right shards and mods on nearly everything in the game, it just does really, really well. The hunter's good, but I wouldn't call the hunter the best builder. I wouldn't call any hero the best builder, you know? Well, that's the thing, is you can still use the harpies in like C10 content. They just get outclassed. But that was a YouTube question. It was, is the hunter the best hero for defenses? You know, so more of a blanket coverage of the entire hero. Well, I mean, for end game or for Chaos 10 content, that would be kind of a thing of the past. Flamers and Frostfire Remnants, it's not something you'd want to use now. Why is there not another portal? Did I miss one? No? No? It's weird. I don't feel like that was all the portals. I am on, yeah, Massacre Hardcore Rifted. Now I got the question of, do I wait for that Ogre Zerg, or do I still try to crack the boss's shield right away? Yeah, that was a king setup in Chaos 7 for sure. Well, I mean, the same. You could say the same for a lot of different defenses in DD2L. It's a matter of balance reworks don't make the game any money, and everything that they do now, they have to focus on making sure the monetization of the game remains. They do one update that hurts the monetization of the game, and DD2 is basically in ruins. It's a precarious place to be for the design team there. They've got to think so hard about that sort of stuff. The Nimbus is really good. A lot of people are using the Nimbus for much of the early content. The Nether Archers from the Mercenary are really good. But it all comes down to shards and mods. You take any defense and you don't give it shards and mods, it's going to suck. You know? Why do I feel like that was an enormous amount of mana? Did I not upgrade out here? Yeah, everything's upgraded. It's this one. No, I mean, it's a minion type defense with it summoning the little minions, but it's definitely not a rework of the Hornet. It's completely different. It's an AoE explosion with crazy short range. They're really good, but it's definitely not like the bees. Is that tree taking damage? Is that why it's lit up? Oh, shit. What the hell was going on there? That would have been trouble. So those blossoms took damage up top too, huh? All right, here goes. Swapping to the Squire. Okay, it didn't do any craziness that time. Yet. Reread what you just said there, Winoa. What is the ring slot for? You just answered it in your question. It's a ring slot, right? So it's for a ring. Rings drop from the prime incursions. Every incursion is guaranteed a specific ring type. All right. Take a deep breath here. Oh shit, wrong way. Keep yoinking mana here. There's 4,000. Damn near 5,000. See if we got any up top. This is a free-to-play version from Korea. There, one, yeah. We are expecting an update relatively soon, which will be like the cross saves. All right. Is this the one? Ooh, we got it cracked. Oh, god damn it. What the hell? What? He didn't destroy anything. Let's see what it was. It was RNG Ogre again. For fuck's sake, man. This is crazy. Jesus. This ogre right here should be removed. It just should. There should not be an RNG element that determines whether you auto lose or not. Everybody hates that ogre. I mean, you end up powering past it, but I'm just not at that stage yet. Jesus, look at my inventory filling up. That's an upgrade. What is all this inventory? The weapons? Oh, it's weapons. Ooh. There's my first Supreme drop. God, shame that's not spinning steel, huh? Yeah, 93 items. I'm going to try one more build variation. If I can't beat it this time, then yeah, I'm just going to come to reality that I need to get some better gear. But one more build. I'll try the double wall thing with the harpoon over there. Just because, I mean, that was the run, right? I cracked his shield right away. And then we got the RNG ogre. I don't want to sit here and fight RNG, though. So I got to find a way to beat RNG. Life's great mystery. When you can finally beat RNG, you have won at life. That was a nice upgrade there, though. Where are we at? We're at 225% now. All right, so we'll do this time over here. We'll put a wall here and a wall here. And we'll give this wall a little angled reflect beam, so hopefully range mobs don't destroy it from this lane. Which means we need to free up 2 DU. And we'll do that right here. We'll still go 3 blossoms. But We'll go one harpoon and then only one LT. All right. Is this going to be the one, y'all, or am I just wasting my time? Oops. Little fail placement on the tower boost. Literally hit nothing but this reflect beam. Terrible. Shit, where is it? I heard it. Oh, it was up there. Well, I mean, right now, like, a large portion of these are fighting RNG, so it's not... Oh, shit. I got something weird going on here. Not enough reflect beam coverage. Maybe it's range mobs from up here. Or a cobalt maybe through. Maybe an ogre threw a cobalt at it. Well, I just don't have enough DU to make it longer is the thing. If you don't put them close together, then mobs from up here will throw at it. If you give them a little hidey hole up here. I would need to free up one more DU to be able to do something with that. That and whatever it is, it's kind of glancing damage. So it's not enough to destroy it. I just need to make sure I'm getting them upgraded and whatnot. It's weird how it works too with this one win tied to so much progression in the game, you know? Getting this one win unlocks Lycan King bonus difficulty for me on all the mixed modes, which is like huge gear jump. Especially considering I never did Ancient Dragon. Ew. Stuck. Seeing like this time they didn't take any shots. Actually, or no? Yeah, it didn't take any shots. I never really had a problem with things thrown at that root before. Maybe I need to place it up in there a little further. That could be the problem, maybe. All right, let's see what we got. Part of that, too, is me hiding in the back. If I hang out up front, then the ogres are going to throw the kobolds at me and not at my defenses. All right, we got 7,000. We're still good there. Run around out here, see if the ogres will throw at me. I'm assuming it's an ogre from this lane that has the angle. All right, let's try to get to 5K again. No. All right, here's a good puddle of mana. Let me make sure this stuff is not damaged. It looks like it's not. It would be lit up. So we're good. Ish. All right, let's do it. Needs to crit on that first spin. If I crit on that first spinning steel, it's so huge. Because you can get that shield cracked right away, you know? What are we missing? We got a stuck mob. It's not one thing, it's another. Arkerl, thank you so much. Appreciate the sub. We're gonna have to wait for him to time out. I can't get him. Gives me an opportunity to get all of the mana, though. That's a good thing. Yep, that's where he is. Doesn't look like I can get at him with anything, though. The feel of DDA is incredibly good. The art style is big, big question marks for sure. Raw damage over attack rate? Not a bad item. Come on, dude. Time out, for God's sakes. Yeah, well, I mean, it's very generic Unreal UI. They went with a lot of the default Unreal stuff. It's a nicer UI than DD2 for sure, but it's tough to compare to like DD1's inventory folder system and stuff like that. It's just so good, you know? All right, come on now. Be the one. Be the one. It was not a crit, but that was a pretty good shot. All right, there we go. He's cracked. Turn my buff off so I can get the mana. Help out with that guy a little. Shit. That was a Rift Goblin. Oh no! Oh my god! Woo! Damn, that was getting close out there. Let's see how low the cores were. It wasn't this one. It was a Rift Goblin over here. Actually, it didn't look like they took that much damage. Or was it here? No. No. Woo! They never dropped support. They just stopped updating it. That is game changing, y'all. Now I got Lycan King bonus waves unlocked. Now let's see. RNG, you've been screwing me for 2 days. Give me the damn spinning steel weapon. Give it to me. Give it to me. We got the right weapon, but is it spinning steel? No. I mean, it's got really shit rolls on it anyway, but that's the weapon you want, that wolf, the smasher. Let's see the second other moment of truth. Will the Arcanist Helm not suck? Oh, wow. That's pretty good for a first Arcanist Helm. Shame it doesn't have Fort on it, though. I could put it on my Squire. That, however, will be a good starter weapon for a rogue when I finally get one. All right, what was the mask? Pretty decent mask. Look at the stat upgrades on that. Holy shit, man. Who gets that? Let's see. What do I have for a mask here? There it is. That goes right there. That's a huge upgrade. Oh, check the walls, yeah. Both walls destroyed. So we did get that ogre. But it bought enough time having the double walls there. I'm not sure where I want to put the helm. That would be an upgrade there, but that only gives me... I tell you where I want to put it. I want to put it on my monk. That way I can get electric auras. If I put that bad boy on my monk, then I got fused electric auras and ensnare auras. I think that's where it goes. I love electric auras. Now I got to switch my stuff over to power, though. You know what? In fact, let's do this. What are my stats like, though? I could pull those points out of range and put them into power and have a workable electric aura. It won't be good, but it will be usable. Still got 6,900 range. I don't have the Huntress unlocked, so I can't... Like I said, I'm bugged, and I can't make a Huntress. That was why this was such a rough thing. No, the split screen on the Steam version, Christian, you have to use a controller for the second screen. So you use keyboard and mouse for your main screen and a controller for the second. All right, let's get the hell out of here and go get some Lycan King action going. Replay. Not right now. I'm not ready for a replay. See, let's keep that around. Let's see what else we got, though. Attack rate and raw damage. That's not bad. Same thing, attack rate and raw damage. Looks like this one's got slightly better stats. Alright, let's check these shields. There's a spinning steel. Raw damage. See, that one I think I take. Let me see if it affects the spinning steel damage, though. What was that? 20.84 million? Where'd it go? Physical damage is not going to help me. Where the hell did that other one go? Oh, let's see. Let's look at it here. There it is. So does that affect spinning steel? 22.99. It looks like it does. All right, so we got upgrades. We didn't get the exact upgrade that I'm looking for, but we did get upgrades. And we'll save this for the rogue when I finally get one. It sucks, but it'll be a good starter weapon. All right, so where do we go now? We go and we try to find a better overdrive and a better Monkey King. This is the Monkey King I'm using now. So it's got the right stuff, but it's all low rolls. Finally, a little chill time. Yeah, it's because of the free version. There was how it works in the free version is you start off with the Squire, and then by completing different milestones in the game, the Dungeon Raider achievement, the From the Deaths achievement, and the Iron Man achievement, you get a little token that when you use the token, it allows you to pick a hero to unlock out of the original 4. And when I did that last achievement, I never got the token, which means I never never unlocked the Huntress. So that was without gas traps. Let's see if we can even do this. Now we're going to go up to Liking King difficulty. Yeah, it could have been. It could have been a little splash damage. A monkey is the highest melee range damage pet in the game, Dizzy. So a monkey is just where it's at. It's crazy, crazy damage. All right. Let's do this one like this. We'll go see if it'll even hold. It might not hold. I thought my electric car was fused now. Oh, I never went to the guard gear. See, we got to get some guard gear going on here. What do we got? Range and rate. I mean, that sucks, but that's a good starter piece. We have a better pair of boots. No power roll there. It's a big power loss. But it does give me a fused set here. Where does that put my stats? And then we'll upgrade power, I guess. We already did that one. Need to get some better pieces, but this will get me started anyway. Where are we at now? 9K power, only 6,200 range, but that's not too bad. And then we can throw down that fused electric aura too. And then we're gonna actually, I think I need a wall here. See how the DU works out. I may or may not give that wall a reflect beam. What's that? Oh no. It's raining. Let's see. This was a geared build. So I don't know that this is going to hold. But this is the place to farm overdrive because you get a good fusion drop and you get the Monkey King. I remembered the build. The DU's actually working out. All right. I like it. I like it when the DU works out. A little wonky on that corner there, but it'll be all right. Then what we do is we hop on our trusty summoner. Ideally, you use a speedy and a striking, but I don't have a speedy yet. I got a striking, but no speedy. And then you park the striking. Oh, you know what? I didn't get myself enough room there. Let me rebuild these. Shit. Selling buff beams now. Let's rebuild these. And give myself a little more room over here. A little wonky at the corner there. I think it'll be all right. Anyway, yeah, then we hop on our summoner. Let's just spam upgrades. Am I in range of everything? No, I wasn't. We'll throw the remainder into a few of these. Make sure we're on the gemstones, okay, or on the auras. We were. So you see our aura range is coming to right there. Go into Overlord. We see where our striking is on our auras. So we got one ginormous aura stack. It's getting all the way to there. And then, if it works, we just sit here and flash buff all these defenses. I think that was the super, super early plan, Jockle. But that plan ended up changing as they ended up hating the Arcanist system, so... That's never going to change. It's going to stay like it is. I'm pretty confident. Now, I say that if this free-to-play version in Korea ends up just blowing up and they get 1 million players or some ridiculous amount or whatever, then the sky's the limit for DDA. There could end up being lots and lots and lots of upgrades or updates and changes to the game. But as it stands right now, I don't think there's going to be any major changes to the loot system like that. And it looks like this is going to... Well, I don't want to jinx it. So far, it looks like it's holding. Here come the ogres. Nope, the ogres got wrecked, so... Good stuff there. The deal with this one is you got a real cheeky line of sight into all of the spawns except this big ogre lane over here. But everything, the ogres should be getting blasted by all 10 of those PDS when they come into line of sight there. But you'll see when I run around and collect the mana how close we get to the spawns. And it's just the slightest little bit of line of sight, but it's enough to get you there. But you'll see the mana piles. Comes another round of ogres. Yeah, they all got blasted. And Lycan King difficulty is my first, obviously, just getting the keep win is the first Lycan King map. Kind of, but it doesn't shoot through walls. It needs line of sight. It's like a DST that fires faster, that doesn't hit as hard, but it also fires 3 bolts instead of 1, and it doesn't shoot through walls. So kind of like a DST, but different. You can do the same build with DSTs too. But I don't have Fusion DSTs set up, so... And then using the flash buff rune, so every time I flash heal, it also gives a buff to the defenses. So it's like a tower boost setup, but I'm also, since I'm in Overlord mode, I got full Dark Elf Warrior protection. But yeah, anyway, when you look at the spawns, you see the enemies are getting hit all the way back into here on that lane. Up here, they're all the way back to here because they got that one little cheeky little bit of line of sight there. And then here's the part that will really get you. Well, first off, this lane gets blasted right in the face. But look way down here. All the way to right here. And you see, we got that little, you can see the towers. So we got that little line of sight going all the way back to here. Only the booster pets, like a damaging pet, goes inactive in Overlord. That's not as good. That's the rune we want, but that's not as good as the one I've got right now. I need a tier 5 rune. Tier 5 overdrive. That might be an upgrade. Let's see. Yeah, it was. Make sure our R's are hit by striking. They are, so we good. And then rinse and repeat. It's a super chill build, and since we are getting into the spawn on so many areas, it actually spawn camps fairly well. It's just all about, do you have enough power to burn those ogres? Because we're not hitting the ogres super early, you know? The ogres don't get full all 10 PDS line of sight until they get really high up those stairs. Having the fusion electric auras, though, means I no longer really need to add in fodder defenses, which is nice. You can just slap down an electric aura, and since it's fused, it's going to have enough damage to kill most things. Those ogres do get a little uppity. So glad I was able to get that completed. Yeah, well, I mean, you're unlocking the rune for use. So, like, if you have 5 monks or whatever, you can use that rune on all 5 monks. You're just, it's an account unlock. Yeah, you only need to find one. No duplicates required. It's so soothing once you get past that butt pucker factor. Like, you can just chill and play this all day. I gotta look at the specific pieces and see what I want to go for next. Like, try to find my weakest link. I know that the Overdrive Rune and the Monkey King are just a big deal. So this is just a good spot to hit up right away. Actually, I may not. The Cobalt launcher is pretty strong. I don't think I had that one before. The overdrive rune just seems so rare. Like, you'll see every rune that's available in that act. In overdrive, it's just like the rarest one. Yeah, most people, as far as overall majority numbers, most people say that that was the best time in the game for sure. There, Jockle. That, and it was more loot based, where right now there's nearly no loot, really loot rush at all in DD2. It's all about grinding the crafting materials. You get the weapons. That's the only place you really get it. But the whole premise of DD1 is the drop you're looking for is a guaranteed drop if you go to the right place. And then it's a matter of grinding to get a high quality version of that drop. And DD2 had that back then in that era. So you knew if you did this map, you were going to get this item no matter what. And then you were just looking for a high quality version of that item. And that was the grind. Nah. Boss weapons in DD2 only are Chaos 8 and higher. It's actually a really low chance to get it in Chaos 8. I mean, you still can get it, but it's a miserable grind. But you also don't need it early game. Like, use any heavy polearm that's got a shot type that you like. Just use that. Purge evil polearms, and then for me, the Frosty Power staff was a big deal. What Frosty Power was Life Root Forest. Purge Evil was what, where was Purge Evil? The Ruins, I think. Yeah, Frosty Power plus the Huntress Traps, and then you had the old skill spheres where you could change the Huntress Traps. Change them from physical to magic damage, etc. Just on the fly. That was pretty awesome. It was definitely a good time in the game. I mean, they've done nice things with the game, but they changed the feel of the game considerably. All right, there we go. Let's see. Is the Monkey King worth a shit? Where is it? That's not it. There it is over here. Nope. You're looking for the 0.33 attack rate. And then ideally it has vitality, attack, and ability on it. But the 0.33 attack rate is the main thing. So that 0.67 means that one is instantly a deal breaker. That one's not fused, so that one doesn't even matter. And then this place drops, I want to say it's these primitive boots. Let it auto loot. We'll do one more clear here. No luck on the shard. That one I think is good. Do one more run, then I'll switch over to a different map. I still need to like try to get a Lycan King difficulty summit run. I mean, I've got lots to do. You know, I can get some nice upgrades in. Throne room too. Someone has mentioned the throne room yet earlier. I haven't done throne room yet at all. Like, I don't have a first clear on that. I never put the wall in. The wall is just ogre protection. Throne room, you think, is one of the easiest bosses in survival to totally AFK? Well, it's the only boss you can completely AFK as far as the boss fight goes. I mean, I guess you could probably... Well, the problem with the Demon Lord is if you're not out on your character, then the Demon Lord's going to aggro your towers. So if you're not just slapping them, you're going to be in trouble, you know? We'll let this one go one more time, and that overdrive rune is quite the grind, though. All right, Uzar. God dang, man, it's so nice to have the keep in the bag. I mean, next up is Dune Eater. I'm gonna have... Oh, you know what? That's what I need to do while I'm doing this, is I need to start leveling a rogue. Since I don't have a Huntress, I think I'm gonna use the rogue for the Dune Eater kill. But I need to get one leveled up. You could set this one up in survival too and let it run for a while if you wanted to, like, full AFK with the auto G macro or whatever. It'll go for quite a while. I mean, it's not going to go with, like, this build, it's not going to go as far as, like, you know, Foundries and Forges would. But it's still going to go for a while, you know? In fact, if I don't have any luck, I may end up doing that tonight. Uh-oh. Core under attack. Wyverns. I'm not even sure what build we want to use on Throne Room. See, it comes down to, you know, now that I'm in the part where I'm going to be able to farm more maps, it comes down to needing more heroes. Shoot, I forgot to make the rogue. I'll do it after this wave. Needing more heroes because, like, Wisps do incredibly well on the Throne Room for AFK, you know? DSTs do incredibly well for AFK. Alright. Let's see. Who do I don't need in the deck? I don't need the Apprentice in the deck right now. I don't need the Squire. Yeah, I don't need the Squire in the deck right now either. So let's make a Rogue. We'll put him there. Who was that? Oh, that was the Summoner. Yeah, I gotta have the Summoner. See, there's the rune, but that's a 4 of 8 version. That's what I've already got. So I need to find something higher quality than that. Needs more run speed on my Summoner too. Little more aura range, and the auras cover the cores there. That's probably why I had that that flyer core damage. Come on, overdrive rune. Just give me a mythical. I don't even need it to be transcendent. Just give me a mythical one. It'd be fine. Have to check the time too. Father's Day today. So the wife has got some Father's Day plans for me tonight. I might not have time to do a throne room. I'll have to take a peek. I have no clue what time it is now. Well, I guess I am damn near AFK. I could just tab out and look. 2 o'clock. All right, I got a little time. Go, go, Monkey King. I think I'll try a Lycan King Summit. Because the Throne Room, I'm going to have to go from Wave 1. So that's going to take like 90 minutes or so to get through it. The Summit I already have unlocked, though. Try out a little Lycan King Summit, though. That should be good. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Nothing over here. How's my inventory doing? Still doing good? Where are all the runes at? Wrong rune there. That's a good rune, but I don't even have a Huntress right now to use it. That's a spider. Yep. I already have a 4 of 8 of that one, I'm pretty sure. And Phantom Balls. That, however, would definitely be an upgrade, assuming I get a Huntress unlocked at some point. Maybe I'll get a little beginner's luck and get me a Monkey King here on this one. A good one. How's my rogue doing? I can't look yet. Now that I got the Lycan King difficulty going, the XP should be fairly decent. I don't think I have 100% uptime on the buff, but I'm still just spamming it every time it's up. The summit should end up being pretty easy, I think. We'll have to see. Famous last words. All right. What do we got? What do we got? 0.4. God dang it, man. Still no good on the Monkey King. Decent pair of boots. I mean, a decent starter boot anyway. All right, let's head out of here. Do something different. I won't sit here and grind spires all day. And like I said, it's Father's Day, so I got some being a papa and all. Got some Father's Day plans here. Did not get the rune. Still all that stuff. Now that I got access to the keep, I don't need Arcadus gear anymore. Might have some good stuff just laying around here. Like that. Who is in minor gear? Oh, the EV, but that doesn't help the buff beam is the problem. So I would lose quite a bit of defense rate. Like 240 overall. But I would gain that 7% defense damage. But as far as two passive rolls, that's the two passives you want. Power and percent defense damage. But the percent defense damage doesn't apply to buff beams, though. It would apply to the PDS. But let's hop in and try a Lycan King Summit run on mixed mode. Right, how we want to do this? We go something like that. Not so sure we need much on the front side. Oops, I need my Squire back. Oh, we got the level 78 already. I'm not going to use the Summoner this run. So let's put the Squire there. And then we'll go, what? One root in the middle. And we'll get these ogres dealt with. not sure I need much over here. Let's just do this. We'll get three blossoms. Just one towards each side of the map. We'll throw one aura there just as kind of like last resort, and then everything else we can dump into the lovely PDS. I think 8. 8 will be fine. So the drop here, we get a mask, we get a chance at getting a gemstone pet, and then we get that monk pole arm is the prize from this one. Man, it looks like I got some leftovers. I guess I could throw some R's down with the leftovers. It's not gonna hurt, you know? That's actually perfect. Actually, what do we want to, how do we want to do this? Part of me wants to throw reflects there, because we've got this ensnare aura out here already now. We could go like this. That's not really going to help me much, though. What would help me probably is a little copter ogre help. So we could throw an ensnare there. And that gives me 3 left. Well, I mean, I don't have buff beam or reflect beams in on these, which is just asking for trouble. So I think that is the... We'll go with a reflect there. A reflect there. And a reflect there. And then this one we're going to want to stay out and active on the monk. I should look at the giraffes and see if I got a better giraffe out of any of those runs. Let's see. Well, I mean, that's a nice upgrade. Use that one. And go ahead and trash these transcendent ones. All right. Ooh, Mogur's getting tankier all of a sudden, huh? The Blossom's still just chewing them up, though. don't think there's any runes I'm actually shooting for on this one. Yeah, I think I might need to remove their oh, what did I lose? I think I need to move the reflect beams down to protect the walls instead. Looks like they're throwing at the walls. I think to get a Dune Eater clear, my PDS is in pretty decent shape right now. But I definitely need to get those harpoons upgraded a little. So far so good. I haven't done a kill yet. This is the first Lichen King one. But I need to modify the build a little. Go like that instead. And we need to get that Blossom and Buff Beam back here. I probably can actually tower boost through a large portion of this. I think they're on special right now. I'm not sure. They're either on special or air. Which this map, you could really do air, special, or strong and be fine. Actually, if you did strong, you might have problems with the little guys pushing through. You'd have to have some fodder clear in there. I want to get the gun from here, but the problem is I don't have a Huntress to loot the chest. So if I loot the chest on the rogue, it's a 50-50 if I get the gun or the sword. Actually, you know, I could loot on the rogue, and then if I get the sword, I can hope it's spinning steel. And that's not a preferred weapon, but it would still be an upgrade over what I'm using, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we lost a bunch of DU again. We lost that entire side over there. I think I need to do something different. I need to get that Siren Rune is what I need. I don't have the Siren Rune yet for the bubble. Yeah, this wall is just getting shit on over here. What do we got? Taking forever. A spider. All right, there we go. I think it's the wall getting destroyed, to be honest. I think melee mobs were coming up there slapping. Just do that. Man, I gotta go monk now. Or I think I was going monk anyway. Alright, here we go. First Lichen King Dragon. Can we kill him? I mean, shy of the build itself imploding to the ogres, I think we'll probably be fine. Raining like a mofo an hour ago, and now the sun is just shining. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's so nice being over that Lichen King hump. I mean, I know I still got a ways to go before Dune Eater. But it's just so nice. The upgrades will be so enormous, or the upgrade potential is so enormous. Now doing the Lichen King difficulty maps. I do need to get myself another Arcanist helmet or two, though. Alright, Mr. Dragon. Time to get beat. Will he go left or will he go right? Perfect. Oh, I missed. How the hell did I miss? He even went the right way. God dang it. He's trolling me. Shit. Core under attack. Come on, dude. Quit with the trolling. I can't believe I missed. We got him that time. Well, we're not going to two-cycle him like we did on the regular difficulty. Lost a bunch of stuff. I think he is in the bag, though. Is he in the bag? Yeah, he is. All right, so Mr. Rogue is now level 84. Come on, give me the gun. What's he gonna give me? It gave me the sword. It gave me a non-fused gun, but that doesn't do me any good. Not a terrible sword for a starter sword. Got a trash accessory. 5 mana regen. Whoop! That's going to have to go right on the Squire, I think. What was my mask on the Squire? Actually, I got a mana and health regen mask. And then the drop for this one is the minor chest. Not a very good minor chest. But, I mean, it's something. What do we get here? Oh! That's a hot item. That's going to be an upgrade for somebody right there. And looks like we got the dragon. Only 2 projectiles, so Junker Dragon. No gemstone. Not a very good mask there either. Nice seeing all of these accessories though. Pretty decent accessories overall. All right, so I think Lycan King will be a relatively easy farm. Actually, with that sword, there's a glaring problem with it. And that is it's Etherean Champion. And Etherean Marksman would be the set bonus that you would get on the gun, making that not usable. So that's just straight trash. I can just throw it right in the trash right now. Everything else is kind of junky. Just scrap all that stuff. What's going on there, Mr. Bambi? So anyway, y'all, like I mentioned, it's Father's Day, and me being a pappy and all, we got some Father's Day plans here this afternoon. So, with that in mind, I am gonna call it a day here. But anyway, thank you all an absolute ton for hanging out. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful weekend, and if you're a father, then happy Father's Day. If you're not a father, then go say happy Father's Day to your father. But yeah, anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. We will continue this journey until we get Dune Eater difficulty unlocked. Now I'm at a point where I can do a bit of AFK farming, though. So I'll probably do a good bit of that here. I can do... I can do all the Lycan King bonus difficulties, and then I can still, of course, farm Foundries and Forges with some chill farming. But yeah, anyway, thanks, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. DD2 update on Tuesday. Tomorrow is farm day, so shy of there being some weather issues, I will be out working on the farm all day. But yeah, anyway, thanks a ton, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Take it easy, y'all.